Hello, my name is Jenny Helms, licensed clinical marriage and family therapist, and today we're going to be talking about mental health during the holidays, or how to keep your sanity around toxic family members. Numero uno, boundaries. This includes boundaries that we set with family members and with ourselves. So for some of us, it may include saying things like, hey, we will show up at this time and we're going to be leaving at 9 p.m. instead of having that weird drawn out, like, are we going to stay all night expectation from family members, or to say something like, let's not talk about politics this year, which I think many of us would probably set with our family members. Or something like, for us, if something becomes uncomfortable, or if somebody's engaging in toxic behaviors, that we set boundaries with ourselves, that we're not going to react to them, that we're not going to engage them, and maybe even have an escape plan for leaving conversations and potentially even leaving that family situation if needed. This leads me to number 2. Have an escape plan. So not just an escape plan as far as leaving the home, although that might be necessary. You might want to take separate cars or just have some way of leaving that physical space if needed, or if on a Zoom call, just again, having a good way to get out of the Zoom call or that video chat. But it also means leaving conversations that you don't feel are healthy, or if they're going down a toxic path, that you're able to politely excuse yourself from the conversation, change the topic. Even sometimes it's helpful to make a joke and say, well, I'm really not engaging in politics this year. Or do something that just switches up things so you don't have to engage in something that either A, is very likely to be toxic or has become toxic. Number 3, family members at times can say things that can be hurtful. They can comment on weight. They can comment on our appearance, they can comment on our jobs or lack of a job. Overall, it's going to be important that we set the self-boundary to not take things personally. When people do engage in toxic conversations, or if they do get reactive or upset to us, often it has nothing to do with us and a lot to do with the things that they are projecting on us. Now, I won't go into the weeds about projection, but understand, generally speaking, most things really truly aren't about us at the end of the day. And if somebody's being hurtful towards us, that's definitely not fully about us. So I would encourage you to work on not taking things personally when bad things are said about us or people don't respond the way that we'd expect them to. Because often, again, it isn't about us, and it can really wear on our self-worth if we do take it personally. Number 4, make sure you schedule downtime for yourself. What often happens around the holidays is people forget to eat moderately. They may not move or exercise the way they normally do. They may not get the sleep that they normally do. But make sure that you are taking care of your physical being. That really does matter. And if we're in a bad space physically, we can often kind of project that onto others in our conversation and not truly be present with them. So not only is it a gift to yourself, but make sure you're taking care of you so you can really be present and engaged with loved ones. And lastly, practice gratitude. I know it sounds weird because we're all reminded to say thanks around Thanksgiving, but truly practice gratitude for the ways you are able to connect this year. I know that many people, they're upset that they have to connect via video, or they can't, physically touch their loved ones, which is totally understandable. But find different ways that we can be grateful that we can connect, and share with them your gratitude towards them. I'm also thinking about, if you have a hard relationship with a family member, or they unfortunately are toxic sometimes, try to find the things that you do love about them, that you do like about them. Maybe their sense of humor is really good, or they cook a really good turkey, so you can appreciate that. And so find the little things you can be grateful for, and be grateful for the ways that you can connect, even though I definitely still encourage boundaries and protecting yourself from their toxicity. For more fun facts about your mental health and how to stay sane during the holidays, subscribe or comment below. I'd love to hear your feedback and connect with you.